Hello, welcome to my channel. For those who are born in the Tiger year, this will be a reading for you, the Tiger Horoscope or the Tiger Zodiac in the Chinese horoscope. Let's see what the cards have for you. In the back of the deck, we have family, friends, and guides. And we can see here there is 6 for consciousness here, 3 for consciousness, and 6 for spirit. There's 2 6 here, and the double of 3 is also 6, so there's a significant here as well. 2 women flanking the middle card. Family, friends, and guides. A lot of emotions, a lot of relationship with family. Subconscious and conscious ties to people around you. Speaking of consciousness, here is consciousness here. We can see that you're currently facing your darkest moment. You're also facing on things that you fear, and you're also thinking about the unpredictable journey ahead. You feel like it's winding, it's like a maze, you're not sure which way to go. It will come as a surprise, it may come as a roadblock, and you may need to U-turn, go backtrack, and start all over again. There's a storm brewing up ahead. It's really dark, you feel all alone, but you're wearing this old suit with a walking stick, someone of stature here, facing the world all alone with nobody beside you except your own shadows that may be playing tricks on you. This guy reminds me of the moon. The shadows bring illusion. Something that is small may be manifested as something really large and big in our mind and subconscious mind. Here we have deserving. What is deserving of you? A card of abundance. Lots and lots of butterflies and birds. Roses, tulips, baby breaths. Chrysanthemums, different types of flower, blueberries, and then the big extraordinary castle at the back which shines your successes. The sun shines brightly on you. You're wearing gold colored dress. You have everything in the world here. Privilege, money, stature, status, power. You're like the queen here, princess, not just any other mansions, the castle. You have achieved success in the future. After going through this difficult path in life, you come out strong, independent. Can't help but feeling also for some of you maybe leaving a relationship behind, but you come out deserving. This was a silver lining in disguise, and you're fine on your own. Do not give up hope. You have family, friends, and guides that supports you, angels that guides you, protect you. There's lots of love here. There's a lot of growth. Feel free, release these dark thoughts and stress around you for the future. If you go through this route, it's a beautiful and great one. Let's see what the tarot has for you for those who are born in the tiger year. What's the situation that tiger is facing right now? Wow. At the back of the deck, we have the reverse emperor. And you feel like a lack of control over your emotions and thoughts at this moment. You're pretty scattered with dark thoughts. You look at the tarot, totally synchronizing the cards here that we have mentioned earlier. You cannot see here dark thoughts. The devil here reflects to this card. Success and victories reflects to this number 6 as well, deserving. We have 3, number 6. Something here is trying to tell you. You can also look up angel number 666. We have 6 here. There is something here rather significant. We have 15 devil here. 15 also goes down to 6 as well. We have numerous number 6. Something as of significant here. As I just mentioned, the moon. Remember I told you I mentioned the moon. The moon is reflected on this card as well. And, you know, success, victory. This card. Something I've not noticed before. There's a sort of fly in this inverted star here. And if you look at this card, it's almost similar. Going through a maze, and there's a light here as well, some lightning. There is some obsessive dark thoughts and negativity that is going through your mind here. Obsession over thoughts, negative thoughts that will not benefit you. As I mentioned about the moon, you know, your shadows, things that small can be illuminated to feel like it's really large and very scary and unnerving, threatening. And as well as, you know, the moon plays on our emotions. Look at the water here again, emotions and emotions here, you know, that could be making a molehill out of her, you know, an anthill, something that's small, making it something bigger. As I mentioned about the roots traveling forward here, there is a path traveling forward up here to the mountain as well. That's an undertaking that you must take, that you must face regardless, alone in the dark. Or you could be staying up at night thinking about really dark thoughts at night, and it's making you very difficult to sleep. There's definitely something that you need to face alone, and embarking a decision that you have to make, a project and undertaking that you need to go through alone regardless. And you can look at these 2 pillars here. There's 2 pillars here as well, very reflective of one another between the tarot and the oracle card. It's something that's structured and organization that you need to face, something that is you know, governmental, something that's very structured that you need to face your fears and undergo this undertaking by yourself. If you look at this flower, it's similar to this flower as well. You plant the seed to this, and it will be a happy, successful abundance here for you. There will be recognition, accolades by your friends and family and your loved ones here and your community for something that you've done. If you embark on this, you know, undertaking, there will be success. If you follow on through this path, there will be recognition. It could also mean that your fear of, you know, creating that achievement in the past, the judgment, the reflection, the recognition from friends and family, it's overbearing and overburdened, and you're having a lot of dark thoughts due to the recognition of the past. But this is a situational card, and the one blocking this is your negativity thoughts and your obsession towards something, dark thoughts, you know, perception on things, perception on ourselves. You know, we have lack of confidence. You know, you have this negative thoughts to say that you can't do it. You know, you can't do it alone. You know, you're so used to people helping you. You're not good enough. That kind of thoughts, you know, that is making this journey even harder than it's supposed to be. But do know what they're trying to tell you is that you have wonderful family and friends that support you, that will give you peace. You look at the beautiful peace card here. You know, you have love, family and friends, and you know, if you need advice, do not be hesitant to seek advice from the right person. The Emperor here, is that you're very scattered. You feel uncontrolled on the situation. You don't like to be uncontrolled. It could also mean that the information that you want of the situation that you need to embark on is not there, and you do not like to feel that. You like to be in control. You like to know everything. You know how we want to be prepared, and therefore it's asking you to take time out. I've been seeing you staying up all night thinking about the situation. You need time out to think things through, to look at things, let's take a step back. Sometimes when we worry too much about the future, it doesn't bring us any benefits. It just makes you more worried, and it will affect your health physically and mentally. It does not bring any help at all. If you're not preparing for a situation, you prepare. You don't sit and worry and fret over it, or you fret over the results of your undertaking. You wonder what's the results like. Things that's beyond your control, you have to learn to let go, because it's beyond your control, and whatever worry that you have will only consume you. Live in the now, live in the current moment, and be aware of your those things that's negative within you, that's troubling you. Do acknowledge that, identify what's the issue that you have within yourself, or obsession that you have with someone, or a material issue, material obsession, addiction. Acknowledge that, know that, and bringing up to the light so that you can able to change. And I don't like to say do better, but things that you can change, and you feel like those negative things and obsession that needs to let go, you need to let go. And you need to address your shadow side, things that you do not identify, even things that you do not realize. You need to have insight, introspection, and realization on things. And probably people that also advise you that there's certain character about you that hurt people, that kind of thing. So usually you project that on somebody else, as what Carl Jung has mentioned. Things subconsciously when we don't like about someone around us, like I don't like this person because he or she is impatient. But if we reflect that to ourselves, is it because that we ourselves is also impatient, and therefore we see that negativity in the people around us? So that is an example. All right. So it also tells you to taper into your femininity, as well as the male aspects, as well as this Emperor card is very male dominated card. I mean, a very male centric. Okay, so this horse is also looking towards the past, something from the past that some information may be revealed to you, and therefore you're going through the right route and getting success. All of them are looking at this moon as well, and moon has faces as well. Could be somebody giving two faces towards you in this situation as well. Be very careful of that. Giving two sides of themselves, being nice to you in front, but at the back backstabbing you and gossiping about you. The horse is looking attentively towards this crayfish as well, towards you on your beginning of your journey, on your embarking. Well, the man is looking straight ahead at you at now, the current present. These two buttons are tied to one another rather securely as well. Something to do with someone as well. There's one dog, one wolf here, two person as well. You facing your shadow is a person as well. Could be you facing yourself, or you facing someone who is your nemesis. And if you look, the Emperor is also looking at this card, and the Horse is looking at this card. This is rather important. Let's see what the Moon card can tell us. It's telling us to trust our intuition, that sometimes the enemy that we think that we have, is actually not as big as our mind tells us. To trust our own confidence, security, that we can do this. Whatever hill or mountain we can climb, we do not need to worry. the wolf and the dog is not looking at us, they're looking at the moon to, aim for the moon. You may land among the stars. I'm not sure why I brought that saying. Probably meant for someone that's listening here. You can do it. Not everything in the dark is bad. Not everything in the night is bad. There's beauty in it as well. There's the beautiful sky, when there's no electricity, and an open night sky filled with thousands and thousands of beautiful Swarovski diamonds in the sky. The moon, the full moon. Probably something's going to happen on the full moon of this month as well. Some truth is going to be unraveled to you, some information. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have 8. The crayfish has these 8 legs and two claw-like hands that amount to 10. Let's see this side. There are 7 shells on the back of its tail. There's a lot of symmetry here. If you look at this card, if you cut it into half, you can see the symmetry of left and right. It's just that the wolf here, it's supposed to be a dog, but what we are looking at looks like a wolf here. There's a lot of symmetry here, as well as this card as well. There'll be success here, or probably there was success in the past and you want to go in this embarking to achieve similar or even greater success, and that is why the stress is there. Do you know that to achieve, after mass recognition and accolades, to achieve that same recognition is harder than what you achieved in the past, because during that time there was no expectation of you by the public, but now you have the expectation of you and the public. Right, for those of you who are unsure of your Chinese horoscope, you can always Google, there's a horoscope calculator where you can Google and put your day of birth and your time of birth. Then they will be able to tell you which Chinese horoscope you're born in. So it's just another layer of, reading for you, as there are various readings out there in regards to the 12 zodiac of, those Western 12 zodiacs, as you know. So this is an additional reading for you, and I hope it benefits you in some form or another. If you look at the moon here, the devil here as a moon, and remember I say shoot for the moon, you may land among the stars. This card totally reflects that as well. Something in the stars also lit here is about you being an old, past achievement that you have. A past achievement that you once have, and is laid on, in your cupboard as a reminder of that once successful days, and you're trying to relive that. Probably a project that you're doing, or probably a book that you're writing, or a music, art, or even project at work, something that garnered massive achievement, and to achieve that same recognition again, it's really, really unnerving and really difficult, as everyone around you already have that sort of expectation from you, and that is very unnerving, stressful, and sometimes pull you through depressive thoughts as well. Do seek the necessary help that you need, seek a loved one to share your emotions, your problem with. You have very good families, friends, and support here, and you have unknown guides, angels, family angels that's protecting you as well. It's also telling you to go for a trip, on a holiday, to take some time out and break, to think things through, and this card is reflected here as well. Okay, let's see a lot of yellow here as well. You'll be able to get success if you can overcome this obsession and this fear within yourself. It's a very fear-centric base in yourself, or then more of an issue with somebody else. It's more of an issue within yourself. Alright, that's all I have for you. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I really truly appreciate if you give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, and subscribe. That's all I'm asking. Thank you so much, and I'm sending all of you lots of love and light. See you in my next one.